Good to have you here, Gaurav. A rocking welcome to you. And I must say, what a fantastic year it has been for Prime Video. And you've always spoken about how content from Asia is on the cusp of a global breakthrough now, and we've been seeing that happen with Prime Video. And would also like to highlight that, Gaurav, that our audience today comprises media from Southeast Asia and UAE as well that have joined us online. And I'm sure, like me, they are also keen to know if Asia's moment has finally come when it comes to breakthrough stories.
Thanks, Veer. And thank you, members of the media from India, Southeast Asia, UAE. We're all here today and supporting us. Big thank you. And big thank you to all those who tuned in online as well. Actually, yes, to answer your question, we are actually seeing Asian content break new grounds globally. And while this is not new, what's happening is happening much more often and regularly, and it's generally across the board. The interesting part for me is that they are all authentic stories and presented in a unique flavor that audiences around the world have begun to really crave for and enjoy. And each of these are successful in the home country and then, of course, around the world. And then the idea really here of this is that you make rooted local stories but with universal themes. And that's what really people are really enjoying today.
Well, you kind of absolutely got it. What was also interesting is that you had one blockbuster success after another in India, be it Panchayat, be it Mirzapur, and the recently Call Me Babe, which is also one of my favorites. And not just in India, these shows have cultivated a new fan base for Indian content the world over. So, but I want to understand from you, how has the year been so far for Prime Video?
Oh, thank you. The year's been great. Of course, the shows we talked about, my favorites as well, Panchayat, Mirzapur, Call Me Babe, were all big hits. But we also had amazing hits like Pocha. We had two big unscripted shows, Follow Karvayar and Real Men, that really were appreciated across India and around the world. And not just in India, but across the APAC region, we've actually had a fabulous. Silent Service in Japan was amazingly successful. Our globally successful franchise, LOL, had 3 chapters. In Thailand, Philippines, and Indonesia, all were really well received by customers and enjoyed across. The Korean series, Marry My Husband, again a global hit. So, all in all, it was a really good year. And what we are super excited about is what's coming up. We have Like a Dragon Yakuza from Japan coming up this month, and then of course, what we here for, Citadel Honey Bunny.
And you kind of literally dished out a buffet of Asian content, and right now we are craving for Citadel Honey Bunny, and that builds on to the success Asian, particularly Indian content is having globally. So, do you want to tell us more on that?
I think Citadel Honey Bunny is a perfect example of a story from India that has the power to captivate audiences around the world with its action-packed, riveting, but very local narrative. Citadel is a one-of-a-kind, very ambitious international television spectacle with local stories, with amazing local creators and filmmakers, but all connected by a common thread that weaves around. Last year, most of you were present, most of us were there. When our US Citadel team came, Priyanka Chopra Jonas, Richard Hayden, they all kicked off the promotion actually in Mumbai. The same team is currently shooting season 2. We just launched Italian series Citadel Diana on October 10th. And here we are today to talk about Citadel Honey Bunny. And as an Indian series born from the world of Citadel, I think we are very confident about this high-octane series that will really, captivate audiences in India and around the world. I can just go on and on, but to share more, I think we should call on stage Nikhil Madhuk.
Absolutely, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome on stage the head of originals, Prime Video India, Nikhil Madhuk. I must say that festive season aa raha hai. Everyone is in the mood for some dhamakedar entertainment. And Nikhil, from whatever we've seen of Citadel Honey Bunny so far, we've got a sense that the series will be nothing short of a spectacle. So, tell us what makes it a perfect binge watch.
Firstly, thank you everyone for being here. We are really excited to launch the trailer of Citadel Honey Bunny. Sachin, to answer your question, the show is a perfect combination of story, stars, stunts, and spectacle. It's a really thrilling adventure, full of action, full of emotion. It's a global series coming out of India, and we believe it's going to connect with audiences across the world. But most importantly, we have such amazing creative talent associated with the show. Raj, DK, Sita, the Russo brothers, and the entire cast and crew who come together to create something truly memorable. I actually am not going to take too much time. We just can't wait to get going. So that's
Well, wishing you the best and thank you so much, Gaurav and Nikhil. And request both of you to please stay back and thank you for bringing us such an incredible show and for sharing with us a sneak peek through your insights. So